Okay, we doing them.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. You can share a seat. Okay, we'll open up sections for the athletes first, and then we'll excuse them and get to coach.
So, just for Paige, what do you think of the team's effort against Asia tonight? She was kind of getting her spots. What do you think about the defensive effort against her?
Yeah, I mean, we could have done better. I think we could have crowded the paint a little bit more, made her kick it, made her give it to her teammates. She's one of the best players in the league, so she's hard to stop, and you won't stop her, but to try to make things a little bit more difficult, and limit her from getting to her spot so easy.
Paige, what were some of the things that you liked from the fourth quarter to get back into it?
Of course, just the effort, the intensity at which we played with, the way we pushed the pace, got into the paint, created from there, a lot of cuts, a lot of nail kick threes, and we just showed a fight. We were down 20 at the end of the third, so just a fight to not give up and to push it and cut it to, I think, 4 at 1.3.
Do you think this happened to let it get out of hand?
Who's that for?
Oh, that's for either.
Oh, I thought that. Yeah, I think it was just too easy. I think that they were having their way with us a little bit, and I think that offensively, I don't think we were taking like horrible shots. I think it got a little stagnant at times. I think it became predictable, and then just defensively, it seemed like we were a step late or just taking a negative step. So yeah.
Although, for Haley, just what's it like just to be on this team finally? You're here for the rest of the season. What's going through your mind, and what do you think about your performance tonight?
Yeah, I'm really grateful to be here. It's really exciting. I think the girls are great. Getting to know them and just kind of starting to feel comfortable and finding where I can impact the game for this team. I feel like I can do it in a variety of ways. And tonight I was able to do that and let that come through. So that was great. And then feeling the team's energy and confidence in me. So I'm really excited to be here. I think it's a great place to be. And I think that there's a lot of upside to this team. So it's exciting.
Dorothy?
Haley and Paige, with the All-Star break here, I know Haley, you'll be doing All-Star break things, but what will you both do individually to kind of regroup mentally, physically, all kind of ways to come back and, help the Wings go on a run for both?
Oh, yeah, All-Star break is always a nice reset. I know she'll be busy. I have something tomorrow morning in Indy, then I'm out of there. So I'll get to spend time with family. I don't know. I'll probably still be working out so I don't come back huffing and puffing on Sunday. Definitely will be doing a face mask, a hair mask, a little relaxation, and then yeah, just kind of reset the mind and get back to it. I think there's a lot to learn and a lot of positive to take out of this first half of the season into the next half.
Paige? Yeah, like she said, like a complete mental reset. Reflecting on the first half of the season, how we can be better individually, how we can be better as a team, but also just, I mean, as much as you can, try to get away a little bit. I know I'll have family there, I'll have former teammates there that are considered family to me, so just spend some time away from them or with them from the game, kind of, but just as much as you can, try to recover, but all at the same time get your work in. So like she said, you're not coming back out of shape, but just a total mental reset, and be excited to be back here.
Haley, this for you. Just personally, do you feel like this is the best version of yourself, playing more of the forward position than the guard position, and just with players like Paige and the rest of the team? How's that feel? Receiving the ball rather than distributing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm really enjoying playing here because I feel like it's not just point guard, it's everything. And I think like we saw it tonight with a variety of lineups, I was able to play a variety of positions. And I think that helps the team a lot just with giving different looks, different mismatch opportunities, getting to play with a playmaker like Paige, scores like Enrique, like all these different things. So I'm really enjoying getting to attack out of different positions on the floor and get to know my teammates and get that chemistry with them. So I'm excited to see where it continues to go.
Rob on the Zoom, go ahead.
Thank you, Rob Youngson from the Podium Finish. Paige, that was an impressive rally by the Wings to make it a game tonight against Las Vegas in the final frame. While the comeback came back a little bit short, What does it say to you about the fight and spirit of this group going into the All-Star game break, going with the team's progression, and with your first All-Star game coming up this Saturday? What does it mean to represent the Dallas Wings on that stage?
Yeah, I mean, this is something we've showed throughout the entire season is a fight and a willingness to never quit. It's the fact that we need to play like that for the entire 40 minutes that we want to do when we get back from break. So it shows us what we're capable of and what we can accomplish as a team, and that we can compete on any given night. And then it's just a blessing to be able to represent this city, this organization. I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm excited for the All-Star game just to be around so many great players, try to ask questions, be a sponge, and just soak it up as much as I can. Please, thank you. Thank you.
What are your thoughts on the field goal percentage on selection small?
I think we were inefficient. Our starting guard group was not very good. 17 for whatever you have it. Quick math, is it 50? Yeah, it's not a good percentage. That being said, I liked a lot about our pace. We've just got to continue to feel it out when we're taking tough, challenging twos over rim protectors versus continuing to just spray the ball and move it to the next action. So that's a balance. But yeah, I thought there were still some positives in there, but that's a tough shooting night, and it's tough to win games when the ball's not going in the hoop.
Yeah. Coach, what do you think about the defensive effort against Asia? What was the game plan against her tonight?
Yeah, we started Lee on her, threw all different sorts of people on her. She's an MVP of this league. She's the best player in the world. So crowding her, trying to get to doubles is tough at times when she turns and she's so quick into her moves. But it was not good. So you were not able to see that. She had her way with us.
Was there any thought of doubling her as soon as she got the ball as opposed to just on the drive?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about a lot. It's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to execute it on the floor. So we've got a lot to learn and continue to grow together to find ways to disrupt players defensively.
What did you think about Luisa's performance, and then also just some of the other front court players, like Lee and Haley as well?
Yeah, I thought Lou was great tonight. She's been struggling a little bit, so I was happy for her to kind of find a groove and have an impact on this game. Finding her ability, screening and rolling, separating and getting some easy ones. And then you see it go through. And now when you take some threes, those go in as well. So I like some of our ball movement. I thought the ball switched sides of the floor a little bit, and you saw us get to next actions and find it. We just got to continue to be more consistent. Again, Lee just battles, again, tough matchup defensively, but she was a big spark when she went back in the game there as part of that run, hitting a bunch of big threes and just being a presence there, rebounding for us some.
Hey, Coach, they two-man game, and Haley and Simmons work very well. Is that something you might see moving forward?
Yeah, again, we're exploring, right? Having Haley with us for a little bit here. She's so versatile, so just being able to plug her in different spots and then allowing her to kind of build chemistry. So loved what they were doing out there, and the two of them are just extremely high IQ and good feel together. So that's a good duo.
Very good.
What do you feel just like wasn't working in that third quarter that led them,
Yeah, just we came out flat. We weren't ready. It started right off the bat. I had to call that early timeout. It was offensive rebound off a free throw line. Nillis, another offensive rebound. She was just more physical with us down there. And then Lloyd goes in and we're all turning and watching. We just didn't have the correct energy. And then we couldn't shift it either. A couple of shot clock violations there. It was just kind of stagnant and slow. So just as a coach, you've got to figure out what it takes to be able to get them going. Is that subbing? Is it motivating? What is it? We struggled there in the third. But again, proud that we didn't just roll over, and we've shown that all year that we're not going to roll over. We're going to continue to fight and stay together.
With it being going into the All-Star break, just what are some of your thoughts on maybe the team's performance heading into the break and things that can maybe be improved going out of the break?
Yep, I think I want us to play faster more consistently, and with playing faster is making better decisions. So I want us to establish that pace and that tempo, and I think you saw it in stretches tonight, how fast we can get up and down the floor. Now find that balance of fast, fast, fast. Okay, now slow it down to be able to still get into action and generate high quality shots. our growth opportunity continues to be finding a physicality and being able to dictate and disrupt defensively without fouling. We just beat people to the free throw line too much. And, you know, tonight it was the same story, right? There was a huge discrepancy there. I thought, you know, you never know what you're going to get, what kind of whistle you're going to get, but it's been consistent here that we are leading the league in fouling and putting teams to the free throw line. So we've got to have a better discipline.
You guys didn't have Lee yet when you played the Aces last time, and then JJ has had like a much bigger impact since you played them last time. What about adding them has affected the team and specifically this game?
Yeah, you know, JJ being inserted and getting more minutes just increases our tempo completely, and it moves P off the ball, which I think, you know, she's found success and will continue to find the balance of her off and on the ball. And then Lee, consistent threat that can stretch it, and a good interior defender. I know Asia got the best of her tonight, but she got the best of all of us. A good young post with tremendous upside, the two of them. So again, we're young. We're really young, but I like our upside. I like our growth, and I like our commitment and our connection to one another.
Rob on Zoom, go ahead.
Excuse me. Thank you. Rob Tiaxman from the podium finish. Coach, building on what Grant asked, as you look back on the first half of the season, what's the biggest lesson you've learned about your growth as a leader in your first year? And as you prepare for the West Coast swing starting next Tuesday in Seattle, what aspects of the team's fight and execution are you looking forward to developing?
Yep. Just to, you know, never too high, never too low. I've got to lead by example. It's a grind. The season's a grind. You play so many games, and there's going to be tough stretches and all sorts of adversity. And I've got to continue to show up positively with that vision, that long-term vision in mind, and continuing to remind them of it, as crappy as it can feel in these moments, that there's a bigger picture here. And if we continue to build good habits, positive habits, and stay together, we'll get this thing to where we want to get it in the long term. And then as far as coming out of this break, again, get away from it. Go be with your loved ones. Do something to take your mind off the game. Maybe run on the treadmill once or twice, but outside of that, get away from it. And then when we get back together, have a fun day of practice on Sunday, getting up and down, getting the dust off, and then lock back in for Seattle. And so, you know, it doesn't get easy, right? Seattle, all-stars all over the place. And so I just want us to come out with urgency. That's our word for the second half, is urgency on both sides of the ball.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you all.